Hello and welcome to Masala Trails. Today I am making a dish called Chicken 65. Now the stories to the origin of this dish are plenty out there. Some say 65 was the number of this dish on the menu at the military canteen. Some also say 65 spices was used to make this dish. But the only thing all these stories have in common is Chennai. So today I'm going to try and recreate the legendary Chicken 65 from Chennai. This is of course my version of the Chicken 65. So let's just get started. So today I'm making for two people. I've got about roughly 250 to 300 grams of boneless chicken. You can also use boned chicken, but it just takes a lot more time to cook that. And I'm not feeling up to that. And besides, I like the idea of boneless chicken in this dish. So you need to make bite-sized pieces of the chicken. So I'm going to add my chicken into this bowl. I'm going to put about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, about 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, another teaspoon of chili powder. Now I'm going to add another 1/2 teaspoon of Garam Masala. I'm going to add a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vinegar. I'm going to add another teaspoon of lime juice, or maybe a teaspoon and a half actually. I'm going to add another 1/2 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. I'm going to add a teaspoon of corn flour, salt to taste, and I've got 1/2 beaten egg here which I'm going to add to the mixture. I'm just going to put it all in together and coat the chicken in the masala. The ideal time to keep this marinated is anywhere between 2 hours to overnight. If you keep it overnight, the chicken will be really soft when you get on to your next step. But if you can't and you're in a hurry like me, then we're just going to leave it for 2 hours for now. So my chicken has been marinating for the last 2.5 hours. So I'm just going to get started on the next step. So I've already been heating some oil to deep fry the chicken. I've used plain sunflower oil. Just make sure that your flame is not too high because you don't want only the outside cooked and not the inside. We want the chicken to be cooked through and through. So now my first round of chicken should be done. If you fry it too long, it becomes too hard and chewy. But we want it soft and nice, so we are just going to take it out right now. So the last of my chicken has been fried. Now we're going to go to the very last step of this recipe. Get a shallow frying pan. Now to this I'm going to add some coconut oil. I do believe coconut oil adds a bit of an extra punch to the dish, but if you prefer just using some of the existing oil, feel free to do that. I have about 10 to 15 finely chopped garlic cloves here, about 5 to 6 finely chopped green chilies. Chicken 65 is a very fiery red color, and a large part of that has to do with the food color that's used in restaurants. But I'm making it at home, so I'm not using any extra food color. But if you'd like it to be, feel free to add some food color into the chicken as well at the time of marination itself. Now to this I'm going to add some curry leaves. Now to this I'm going to add my fried chicken. Mix it up all together. So that was the last of our Chicken 65 step. Whether you're in Chennai or not, you can easily cook this dish in your house. I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I have. So that's about it. I'm off to eat it now.